I think Purple Dreams has definitely made a difference to many lives.
We're so thankful to Purple Dreams for doing it.
Purple Dreams is all about bringing hope and smiles to children who are seriously or terminally ill. And this is how it all began.
The charity was first launched following an involvement I had with another charity, which we were sponsoring at the time. And we decided, well, I'm sure we can do this. I'm sure we can do something ourselves and possibly even do as good a job as other organisations. And that's really how the idea all came about.
Jessica was the first child we helped. At the time she was 5 years old and suffering from liver cancer. Sadly, Jessica's mum also had cancer and died at Christmas 2000. Jessica's dream was quite simple, and Purple Dreams helped to fulfil it. Jessica and her dad went to Euro Disney and had breakfast with Mickey Mouse.
Back at that time, we were helping children with dreams which could cost anything from £0 to £5,000. And we were then presented with the story of Peter, who needed life-saving surgery, which the National Health at the time weren't prepared to fund. And we were just a small charity, but we were asked to fund £35,000 to pay for him to go to the States. And it was one of those moments when you suddenly realise what it's all about. We can't say no, so we've got to raise more money. And that's given us the momentum to go on and say, right, we need to do more, we need to raise more money, we need to bring in more sponsorship, more corporate partners, because we just can't allow ourselves to be in a position where we're ever asked a question, we have to say no, especially under those sort of circumstances.
We look to help children up to 18 years of age who are suffering from a serious or terminal condition. However, the charity recognises that support is also needed for both parents and siblings. Once the application is received and meets the criteria, we then move on to the difficult process of choosing which children to help.
Each month we have a selection committee meeting. The committee comprises trustees of the charity, medical and legal advisors, and then impartial volunteers. It's all done on a voluntary basis. It's held in the evenings after working hours, so people, yes, give up their time because they want to make a difference.
Shola is 5 years old and from Birmingham.
Shola's got a condition called Peters plus syndrome, and when she was first born they said that there was 10 people in the whole world with it. She was admitted to hospital in January and she had septicemia actually, and she was really poorly, and the only thing that they could get her to sort of even look at in hospital was some fibre optics, and she loved them. And then when she was in hospital, the nursery nurse said that Purple Dreams could help her with some fibre optics. And I said that would be wonderful. And now she's got them, she absolutely loves them. You plug them in, they change colours and they sparkle, and she just stares at them and she picks them up and she shakes them and she loves them. She really does.
Whether the child would like a holiday, a toy, a bedroom or bathroom makeover, medical equipment, or even the chance to meet their favourite celebrity, Purple Dreams is dedicated and committed to help. But we can't do this alone.
Purple Dreams, without a shadow of a doubt, is a magical charity. Over the last few years, there have been some great magical moments, and you know, that's not achieved without help from our corporate sponsors. When you help a child that is either terminally or seriously ill, it does focus your mind on what is important. And to date we are sat at nearly 180 children that we have genuinely impacted. To give and to put back in to the community and to help these poorly children is truly a magical feeling as well.
Joshua is 4 years old and he's a happy and lively little boy.
Joshua has been diagnosed with Marinesco-Sjögren syndrome. It's a very rare disorder that affects about 100 children worldwide. Joshua understands what you're saying to him and what you're asking of him. He can follow simple instructions. It's just he can't vocalise back to you exactly what he's feeling. I've just had an extension done at the house to give Joshua his own bedroom and a lift up to his own bedroom, and I needed a disabled access bathroom for Joshua. And Purple Dreams, thankfully, decided to pay for the bathroom for Joshua, and it's made a big difference. We can just wheel him in and out in his special chair into the shower, and there's no more hassles. No, there isn't.
Wolves legend Steve Bull is a strong supporter of Purple Dreams.
Sylvester and Steve actually approached me from Purple Dreams and says, would you mind come to a couple of schools? And we did a couple of presentations and said the kids, and it just touched my heart, and I thought, well, I could do a lot more for this charity. There's my bucket. You'll see this with me all the time. I'll take it everywhere I go, whether it's dinners, whatever. I'll usually get some young lad to go around and shake it, because I'll get embarrassed when I shake it, and fill it up with change. So if anybody sees me around the town or anywhere and I've got my bucket, put the change in. Thank you.
Ben lives with his parents and younger sister Stacey.
Ben has got spastic quadriplegia and he's got curvature of the spine. He actually had meningitis when he was 3 weeks old, and it's really been since then. We actually went to America and swam with the dolphins. He just absolutely loved it. He swam with the dolphins on his birthday, and we all enjoyed it as a family. We're so thankful to Purple Dreams for doing it.
There's one particular dream I remember. There was a boy called Nick who suffered from Down syndrome. And he found out that he'd got terminal cancer and he'd only got a couple of months to live. He was 14, but he had the mental age of a boy of about 8. And he was a real fan of the group Steps, and his ultimate dream was to meet Steps. He was admitted to hospital in Birmingham, and they had to actually have Christmas early for him because they didn't think he would last until Christmas. And his parents got in touch to ask if we could arrange for them to meet Steps. So we had a few days of frantic phone calls, and then we got the call we wanted from the road manager, and we were told to quickly go to the hospital and H would be there to meet us. So we arrived. The dad was in floods of tears because he couldn't believe that we'd arranged to do it. I shall never forget the moment when H walked into the room. Young Nick looked up at him, put his arms around him and said, "Mate, is it really you?" And that really was a dream come true. The nurses, the doctors, everybody was crying. And then we heard just after Christmas from his mum that unfortunately he had passed away, but they were just so grateful. They couldn't believe that his real dream had come true.
We are always in need of the generous helping hand offered by fundraisers in the community.
There are people all around this area who know about us, and all of a sudden they'll say, oh, we've just done X for you, we've just done Y for you, and we've raised £1,000, £500, £100, it doesn't matter. So as individuals or as corporate organisations, please get involved with us and help us, and let's work together to help these very poorly children.
I would just like you to feel how I feel when I fulfil the dreams. Imagine the warmth and satisfaction you would feel knowing that you are helping to make dreams come true, and in some cases making last dreams come true, and that you can continue to make dreams come true and make these children and their families happy. It really is a lovely warm feeling that I probably can't describe, but it's the best feeling I've ever had.
It all began with helping one little girl, Jessica. Jessica is now 8 years old and in remission. How did you like it, Euro Disney?
The elephant ride.
What happens on that?
You get inside, there's all different colours to choose from, so we chose the pink one. And then so I says, what does that button do? Dad pushed the button and we all went up.
So what would you like to say to all the people at Purple Dreams who helped to make your dream come true?
Thank you.